Hi everybody, welcome back to J&J Fishing. Today I'm going to be doing my top 5 hard bait review. Now, my first bait is the Lipless Crankbait. Now these baits are good for representing any bait fish that you have in your lake. This one represents a perch because out here in Ontario they have lots of these swimming around and any fish likes to eat them. Now this one's a sinking Lipless Crankbait, whereas this one that I have right here floats, meaning the difference is this thing will float on the top of water, shimmy down, and then float. This one, it'll just sink. Now, these baits are good just because they make lots of rattles. This one obviously makes a lot more. Now, on to the next bait. The next bait here is the Hula Popper. Now, any popper works good, but the Hula Popper I like because it has a nice wide mouth that pushes lots of water when you pop it, and it makes a little bit, or it doesn't make any rattle, but with the skirts and the big mouth and the big profile of it, it will make lots of wake, and a bass would love this. The next bait is a jerkbait. Now, a jerkbait on average goes really deep, so it's able to be fished for fish that like deeper water. Now they make the same rattles as the lipless, but instead of when you just straight retrieving them, you will jerk it and pause it and make it acting like a fleeing bait fish that may or may not be wounded, with the fast twitches or just a slow long pause. Now I have another version here that is slightly smaller and goes slightly shallower, and it will be able to be fished in the shallower water rather than rubbing into the grass and everything. The fourth bait is a square bill. Now square bills are normally meant to represent any fish that swims along the bottom. Now this pattern represents a crawfish kind of color, and when this thing goes along the bottom, it bumps up against rocks and stuff, and with that rattle that it has, it will definitely make a bass want to eat it. Because bass, one of their main forages is crawfish, and another one is minnows and shiners or shad, whichever are around you, bluegill too. Now this will represent a crawfish, and if you get different colors, it will represent a different type of fish. Now this one just represents a crawfish, as I said. Now the next bait is a crankbait. Crankbaits are like the square bill, but rather than them going down up against the rocks, they will stay in the mid-water column looking like a bait fish that's trying to escape a predator and entice a strike just from their flashy movements. Now I've got a different color here, this one. So this one will represent like anything like a shad, a shiner, or a minnow kind of thing. This represents like a perch, or it has the brighter colors and a louder rattle so a fish can see it and hear it better. Now that was the final bait. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Peace out.